You've installed your extension, you're going to want to use it straight away. So I'm going to show you there's two ways you can use the extension. There is use it for our new or existing leads, and we can also use it within our new or existing accounts. So leads, first of all, if I just go into the lead record over here, so this is sample data. I'm using a company called Porter-Cabin, and as you can see, once you've installed the extension, you get this sort of panel over here with the red flag alert logo and various fields that the extension has automatically installed onto your CRM system. So to use it, what we do, we use a custom button which is in the top right. So if I just click on the drop down here, I'm looking for the company lookup. The lookup will automatically have your company name in, so all you need to do is click on search, and then after a few seconds the results will be loaded. Generally the one that we want is the limited company, and it's usually sort of in the top 2 or 3 if it's a limited company. So I'm going to click on that one there, Porter-Cabin Limited, and select update. And then at first you'll see it's loaded, you'll see lots of NAs, but you'll see the company number, then you'll see the registered address, and you'll see a notice that says please refresh to see the data. So that's a prompt just to refresh your browser, and once you've done that, then you should see the information appear. So working through the fields, I'll go down the left column first of all, just to explain what we're seeing. So we've got the full company name, and that is the correct one as per Companies House. So that really does validate the company name and reduces the time and the data entry issues that we sometimes have when we're entering it manually, alongside the company number. We then see the incorporation date, so we can see how many years that registered company has been trading, which can give us confidence for a potential client. We can then see the company email and phone number that's on the database. Now, we don't always get a phone number listed, but more often than not, we'll see an email address in there. We'll also see, if it's an audited company, we'll see the number of employees. But don't worry if your lead is on the system and they're less than £10 million turnover, then you won't necessarily see any figures in there. You will see, however, the SIC codes or SIC codes that the company is listed as. So that's the industry category, and more information on that online if you want to look up the different the lookups, the references. Then we'll see the registered address, and we'll also see the status log. We'll see the date and time that the data was last retrieved from Red Flag, so how current this data is in the system. Moving on the right hand side, we'll see the company number. We'll also see a credit limit. So this particular one, it's a high one, so if we were looking at these as a prospective client, this would give us great confidence that they would be good for credit, but also, it tells us many things as to what, when you look at that figure and the net worth underneath, those two combined gives us a good indicator of how solid that company is, and whether we're going to be offering our premium products or our mid products or the lower ones to tailor the budget. We'll also see the cash in the bank from the last accounts, and we'll also see a turnover. Again, that's only for audited companies. So companies of more than 10 million turnover, we'll expect to see a figure in there. And then we'll also have the RFA rating or red flag alert rating, and they are from gold, silver, bronze. The gold is at the top, and then they go down from bronze down to amber, and then we have 1 red flag, 2 red flags, 3 red flags. Now for each of those ratings, we're going to give you that information in here, but you also see the description, so we don't expect you to remember what they are every time. In every single record, you'll see the rating, and then you'll have the description underneath. So that is how we would get the initial details on a lead. Now, I appreciate you may have some leads on the system that have been on there for 6 months or for 12 months or longer in some cases, and at some point the sales team is going to want to maybe get a refreshed set of data, refresh figures before they re-engage. So all they have to do in that case is click on the same drop down and just click on fetch financials. Once you've done that, you will see a message appear, and it just tell you that it's updated the records. Please close the window, and once you've done that, it's then going to refresh those results. Now these are obviously, I've just pulled these through a few minutes ago, so we don't expect to see any change, but on data that's 12 months old, you will see some changes to that data. And finally, if I move over to the organizations, we can do the exact same process but for our existing clients. It's something we may want to do once we've installed the extension. We won't have all this information, so let's just pick on an existing typical client here. Again, I've just picked a household name for use, so we click on this one. So the first time you're going to need to do a company lookup because we haven't got the company number in there, so we just do the search, and it usually, like I say, it comes up usually at the top, so I'm going to select that particular one, click on update, and once again we just need to refresh the browser. And then we'll see all that information appear through. Again, we're seeing a status log there the last time it was done. And bear in mind that we can use it because it's actually creating these. We're seeing these fields in Zoho. It does actually create them in fields in Zoho as well. So that means we can we can create workflows off this. We can create custom views, list views. We can report on it. And we can use this information not just at the start of the customer journey, but as we're moving along our sales process, and hopefully we've got long-standing relationships with these clients. But hopefully that's been useful to get you started. Please have a go, enjoy using the extension, and if you've got any questions, please contact us at hello@cloud-source.com. Thank you.